welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to be here with you all on this new year. Happy 2021. And I just want to quickly say thank you to all my supporters, my followers, and the people who constantly like my videos. So before I get started, I just quickly want to tell you all that today's video will be about why I started journaling. I'll give you examples as to how I journal and why I journal. So basically, when I was younger, I loved writing about my stories, my experiences, things I went through, like good things, bad things. I loved writing about it. I just used to like writing about it. But my siblings would be like, oh, you have a diary? I'm gonna read it. So I was just always scared that they were gonna find it and read about the things that like I was writing about. And I didn't really like that because, you know, I guess when you write, you're basically just putting all of your emotions into pieces of paper and you're being vulnerable with yourself. So that's how I would do it. So I didn't want my siblings to read anything of that. So I actually stopped journaling. I wouldn't write about myself, write about my feelings or anything. When it came to my feelings and emotions, I wouldn't ever write about it. So it wasn't until 2016 when I went to Target with my mom and my sister, and we were browsing at the notebooks, and I saw this notebook that I just had to have. It's a journal, actually. I just wanted it so bad. It was $20. I only had 10. I told my sister, would you buy me this notebook if I give you $10? She's like, all right, for sure. So she paid half and I gave her the rest of the money. And I got my journal. And that journal is this journal. So it is by Knock Knock Stuff. I bought it at Target. But if you go to knockknockstuff.com, then you'll probably find like different versions. So let me tell you why I loved it. So this notebook actually has quotes on the left and a page to write on the right. So this is what it looks like. It gives you a quote. And then on the side, you can date it, and then it gives you space to write. So I really liked it because of that reason. So I love quotes. I like reading quotes. I just feel like there's a quote for everything. So I got this notebook in 2016, and I didn't write in it because I was like, I don't want to ruin it. Like, I don't want to write something stupid. I don't want to write something dumb. You know, what am I going to use it for? So I didn't use it until summer. So summer 2016, I was a part of Upper Bound, and I was dorming at California State University Northridge in one of the dorms. And it was my mom's birthday, so I didn't get to be with her that summer. I was feeling really homesick. You know, all my siblings were at home and they were celebrating my mom's birthday, and all I could do was call her. So I remember I opened the notebook and I started writing like, oh my god, I'm homesick. I can't believe I'm here. Like, I miss being with my mom. I've never like not been part of her birthday before. So I was just going through all of these emotions, I guess because I was just really homesick and I miss my mom and I miss my siblings. So that was my very first entry in this notebook. For this journal, I only write in it when I'm feeling really bad, when I feel uncared for, unloved, unappreciated, when I don't know how to feel, when something really good happened to me, when something surprising happened to me. So every time I feel something really strong, I turn to this notebook and write it. So that means that I do not write in this journal every single day. And I like that because I know that there's people who journal every day. For me, I felt that if I did that, I would basically have nothing to write about because I just wrote about it like the previous day, or there's nothing to write about because what am I gonna write about? Like, oh, I stayed home, I did nothing. You know, that's kind of boring. I decided to use this notebook and just write in it every time I felt bad, felt good, something good happened to me, something I can't believe happened, you know. So that's when I would use this journal, and I really like that about it, which is why it has lasted me so long. So just to give you some examples of the things that I've written about, I've written about why am I always alone? Like, why don't I have any friends? Why don't people like me? That's something I've written about. I've also written about moving apartments and why I don't like living in the area. I've written about why am I not happy with who I am? So basically like being self-conscious about my size, my weight, etc. Also mention about like why people ignore me. So, you know, it's a repetitive process about things, about weird dreams that I've had. And I've also written about good things. So when I graduated high school, I remember I opened this notebook and I wrote about it. when I moved into college, my college dorm for the first time and leaving home, I wrote about that experience. I wrote about being away from home and how that affected me, trying out new things in college. I remember the first college party I went to, that's what I wrote in this journal. So I only write in this journal when I feel like it needs to be documented. And I like doing that because when I go back into my journal and read about those experiences, I get emotional because I'm just like, damn, like I was feeling like that when I was 16, or damn, like no one liked me when I was 17. It's just good reading about my experiences and seeing how much I've grown since then. So if that is something that you're interested in doing, I would recommend trying a journal, just a journal whenever you feel you need to get out some emotion. So I also journal because I need to let out emotions. So many of the journal entries in this journal have been super impacting for me, and things that I just can't believe it that happened. So there have been times where I journal and I'm crying, and the tears are in the journal. So I journal because it makes me feel good. I need to let out emotions. I'm angry. I don't know who to tell, so I turn to my notebook. I don't know how to express myself, so I put it in my notebook. You know, it's just all my feelings are in this notebook and are in the writing. So that's why I journal, because I want these emotions to get out of me, and I don't want to do something I'm gonna regret. I don't want to say something I don't want to say, so I put them into words. I remember when I was in high school, my senior year, there was a lot of drama, just gonna put it like that. And it was like a social media thing. So people were saying things to me, I was saying things to people, and I didn't snitch, but somebody snitched on me to the dean, to the counselor, and I was called out. And I was so mad because I'm like, I didn't snitch when you did something worse, so why would you snitch? Like, that's messed up. So I was super pissed, like I was angry. So I remember I just got a paper from my notebook and I wrote everything I would have said to the girls who snitched. Like, I put everything down in that paper, and that made me feel better, because that way, once all of those emotions were on that paper, I didn't feel like that anymore. I felt different. I felt like, okay, like now that I cried it out, now that I wrote it out, now that I put those emotions onto paper, I don't feel the same anymore. So I definitely use journaling as a form of self-care, and also for my mental health, because, you know, I wouldn't want to have start more drama with those people and just made things worse. So definitely journaling has helped me find more ways to rethink my actions, and also to, you know, just express myself in ways that I wouldn't express it in person or to other people. So that is why I journal, because it makes me feel happy. It makes me feel better about my emotions. It lets me put my emotions onto paper without having to tell anybody else, or without having to burden someone with like my stories. So definitely I use that method to get out my emotions. So that concludes this video. I hope that you all really enjoyed it. I love talking about journaling. I'm really passionate about it, and I always encourage other people to do it, just because it really helped me, and I feel like it can help others too. So thank you so much for staying through the end, and if you have any questions, or if you want to share anything with me, please go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye everyone, have an amazing day.